All right, all right, all right. Well, today we're live. Oh, I feel like I probably need to. It's okay. How y'all doing? It's your girl, Terrible Moya K. This is Guided in Wellness, and I'm here today with y'all live for another reading. I am just going to go ahead and start the reading. This is collective energy, so I am pulling on collective energy at this time. Thank you to everyone for all your love and your support to the channel. Make sure y'all are checking out the description box and the community tabs for information, for resources, and just, to know what's going on in the guided and wellness world. Okay. I got some new things coming to y'all. I'm so excited to just see them flourish and be put in play and in place. So that's exciting. With that being said, we are going to go ahead and get into it. I already pre-shuffled. I blessed the cards. I blessed the reading. So we're going to go ahead and jump right in. My readings are timeless. So if you catch it live, that's great. If you catch it on the playback, that's great as well. Make sure you drop me some comments in the chat to let me know if the messages are resonating with you or not. Yeah. And so with that being said, we're going to get started. I'm going to be tapping into the energy, just information, insight, messages that bring healing, that bring guidance, that bring wisdom, and just different information. And more specifically, about what needs to be healed at this time. I am going to be using the Healing Waters Oracle deck first, and then we're just going to be getting into the reading and clarifying after. We do have a full moon coming up tomorrow, and I know there have been like a lot of transits and things like that, moons. We've been having like a lot of powerful, heavy full moons. Okay, cards are just coming out, so I'm just reading them to see kind of what the energy is. We have been having a lot of moons. We've been having a lot of full moon energies. We've been having a lot of new moon energies, solar eclipses. We've been having a lot of retrogrades, transits. We've been having just a lot, okay? A lot of things, okay? Make sure also when y'all hop in here, hit the like button. I would truly appreciate it, truly, and share the video for with somebody who may also need a read, or want to tap into the energy. But yeah, there's a lot going on in the energy, so just be aware, tap in and tune in with yourself. So like I said, this message is going to be a healing message, a message that is going to provide just messages and insights on what you can do to continue on your healing journey and provide you some sort of guidance. All right. I appreciate y'all. We got 3 people in the live, but we have 0 likes. Make sure y'all hit that like button. I truly appreciate it. If y'all love me like I love y'all, hit that like button, and we're going to go ahead and get into it. All right. So as I stated, the intention in the cards is what messages, information, guidance, insight, knowledge do you need to know at this time related to your healing journey, related to healing, and what you may need to know for this full moon that is happening tomorrow. All right, let's get into it. Holy Spirit, thank you, Mother God, Father God, so much for allowing me to be able to meet here with the collective today. What messages do you have for them? Please give me messages for how I can support the collective in guiding them on their wellness journey, on their healing journey, on this journey called life. All right, we got 1 card out. Any more messages? Any more messages? All right. Hey, everybody. Okay. Yes, Queen. Hey, Ajax. Thank you for joining the live. I appreciate it. Any more messages for the collective at this time? Any information or energy that you need them to be aware of, want them to look into, tap into? All right. We'll take that. The one on the top. All right. Let me get 1 more for the collective, please. Let me get 1 more for the collective, please. All right, I got 4 people in the live, but only 1 thumbs up. Make sure y'all hit that like button on your way in or out. You go to the top right corner and hit the 3 dots. And there you can like the video. All right, let me get 1 more message of healing for the collective, please. Information that they need to know at this time. Thank you. All right. So we got our 3 cards, and I am going to read a little bit of the information out of the book, but I'm definitely going to be channeling these messages and reading intuitively. If you're new here on my channel, I do channel messages and read intuitively, but sometimes I am guided to get things out of the guidebook. So since I'm using my oracle deck, we will be reading some things. First card out is the Wellspring. The Wellspring, it says, what are you thirsty for? Body care, take a breath. And if you see the individual in the card is, it looks like they're in like a tree almost resting. It's not a tree. It is actually just them in a body of water, but they are resting. Okay. And it does say body care, take a breath. Deep sea diving. Second card out. It says way of the mystic, learn through experiencing and depths. Okay. Ooh, I love that. And then King Tide. King Tide is the last card out. It says plenty, prosperity, receiving the fullness of life. So what I'm getting from these energies already, as far as what information or what you just need to know for your guiding journey, your healing journey, what guidance may be helpful for you, especially during this full moon period time. I'm getting this energy, I'm picking up on the energy of resting. And this rest can look a lot of different ways for a lot of different people. So please listen to your body, listen to your mind, listen to your intuition. But I'm more so just like, not saying you should not listen to your intuition, but I am getting specifically listen to your body to figure out what it is that you need this time. I'm being led to say that a lot of us, people in general, right? We carry a lot of our pain and our trauma and our emotions within our body, not just as a thought or a feeling, but more sometimes like people don't even recognize that their trauma and their pain and just the things that they are dealing with, they hold it in their body and that energy just sits there. So the question asks, what are you thirsty for? All right, so let's get it out the book. And I love how I turned almost right to it. So the questions here say, where are you pushing yourself beyond your limits? How are you being called to care more for your body? And what are you really thirsty for? We don't only need water to thrive, we need it to survive. The Wellspring card often appears when things are unbalanced or we've been pushing ourselves beyond our limits in ways that are simply unsustainable. Just like the seasons around us, we too are cyclical, and thus we must pay attention to where we're expecting ourselves to be in full bloom all year round. Okay. I'm not going to continue to read just because I feel guided to stop right there. But like I said, it goes back to this energy or this question of rest, figuring out what it is that you're needing to do to rest, figuring out what it is that you might be needing to do to bring your body into some type of care. And then it asks, what are you thirsty for? So some of you could actually be working on something or striving for something or thriving for something, and you're not even aware of how this is impacting you, how it may be impacting you mentally, emotionally. For this, I'm getting for a lot of you physically. I tell people as a therapist, you know, your mental and emotional health can also heavily impact your physical health. When you are not feeling well mentally or emotionally, it can be very draining energetically. And sometimes when you are drained energetically, you physically feel drained. Okay. So at this time, a lot of you are being asked to look at, for this full moon or just in this energy in general, even if it's not specific to some of you for the upcoming full moon. You are being asked to figure out what it is that is causing you to have some type of imbalance, right? What is making you unbalanced? What is causing you to be imbalanced? Okay. The next card, deep sea diving. So it says way of the mystic, learn through experiencing and depths. Something about this energy is telling me that like this is you are needing to go within. It does say learn through experiencing, but I'm not getting that this is a time of action. For some of you who are listening to this and may be resonating with this, for some of you, it may be a time of action. But I'm getting for a lot of you, this is not necessarily calling you to be in an active state. This is asking you to go within and figure out what you need to activate from within, if that makes sense. Hey, Jordan. Hey, thank y'all for joining the live. Make sure you like the video. I truly appreciate it. So it says learn through experiencing depths and the way of the mystic. So the questions are, the healing affirmation for this first off is, I trust my path and choose to see. Can y'all still hear me? If you can hear me, just say yes in the chat. Okay, okay. Uh-oh, now I froze. Okay, I don't know. Can y'all still hear me? Okay, y'all say y'all can hear me. The camera froze on my end, so I'm just gonna keep going. But if y'all can hear me, then that's great. If y'all can see me, that's great. Okay. So yes, it's the healing. I'll read that again. The affirmation for deep sea diving is: I trust my path and choose to see the sacred everywhere and within all things. I follow the intelligence that's within me. Okay. So like I said, there's this call, this action for you to go within and then figure out what needs to be activated within. More specific, and for some of you more specifically, what is it that you're needing to work on? What is it that you're needing to look into or heal? So it says the mystic wants you to have a direct experience with the sacred. The sacred is everywhere and within everything. So I would say the sacred, for those, depending on how you choose to call your higher power, but sacred is your higher power, spirit, God, the universe, whatever you call it. Okay. I'm not here to argue what you call it. The sacred is everywhere and within everything. So every moment is an invitation to deepen the connection within. The mystic learns through merging with life, through experiencing things firsthand, through learning about what's known, and then diving deep into what's unknown for the chance of a direct, intimate experience. Mystics are the sacred explorers of this world, both inner and outer. Open hearted and minded, they're willing to journey into the uncharted waters in order to truly live. So, like I said, with these energies already of being called to rest and being called to look within, right now, what this full moon may be calling a lot of you to do is go into yourself to figure out what it is that you are really needing to look at, to address, to heal, to release, all of that. Hey Jordan, no, this is live. I cannot pause, but the live will be saved. So if you aren't able to catch it now, you can definitely catch it on the playback. All right, thank you. And that's for anybody here. I understand it's the middle of the day. So, I gotta work after this, and I know a lot of you are at work possibly. So if you're unable to catch it live, we will be here on the playback. All right. And then finally, King Tide, plenty, prosperity, receiving the fullness of life. So before I even read it into the book, what I'm like I said, what I'm picking up with this energy is this is very much so like a emotion. Like I said, this is information, and the intention that I put into the cards was information that is going to guide you on your journey. And so what I'm getting right now is like right now your journey is asking some of you to take a moment, take a beat, take a step back and rest. Really go within and figure out, what have I learned from the experiences that I've had already, and then what can I learn from the experiences that are or what else do I need to learn, and then bring those experiences into reality, right? Manifest those experiences, manifest those lessons that you're needing to learn. Asking, hey, okay, hey spirit, hey God, hey universe, hey me, right? Higher self, why do you like, what is it, what else do we need to learn? What else is it that we haven't experienced yet? Or what do you feel like you're missing? What is your soul missing? You want to ask yourself that questions and really sit with yourself and tap into your intuition so that you are aware of what these future lessons may bring about, right? Ask for that. Hey, if you're like, I want to learn how to, or I still need to learn how to love unconditionally, manifest situations and manifest energies where you will learn and experience unconditional love. And that's just an example, right? But that may be for someone specific. So the King Tide says, what have you been working toward? How can you open yourself up to receiving it more fully now while it's here? So, right, like I said, manifesting that energy, bringing it in for yourself. Because whatever you are working on now, it hasn't come in yet, right? Or it hasn't flourished yet the way that you wanted to, or maybe you're not seeing it. It doesn't look exactly how you envisioned it once you've achieved the thing or done the thing, right? So right now, a lot of you could be overworking yourselves. A lot of you at this time could be, really tiring yourselves out for the sake of uh, trying to get the thing done. Okay. And because of that, you're needing to like take a step back. Oh, it says I'm glitching. Okay. That happens sometimes, when I get on here on these lives, we got certain bots and stuff like that. So hopefully I'm not glitching on the playback, but I'm gonna just keep it moving because unfortunately there's nothing I can do about the glitch. All right. But yeah, so with the king tide, and sometimes I'm gonna be honest, y'all, before I get into that, sometimes these glitches happen here on this platform because of the information that I'm putting out. There are certain entities and certain energies that don't want you all to hear this information, because this information is going to bring you into your highest self and really bring you into just a higher evolving and higher vibing space. And if you're here on this channel and if you're watching this, then I can only assume that you believe in evil eye and those type of negative energies and things like that. I'm not going to get into all of that, but there are people and energies out there who don't want this message to be shared, but I'm gonna get it out anyway. All right, I know that's right. So yes, the final energy is asking, how can you open yourself up to receiving what it is that you've been working toward more fully? So an especially high tide that occurs several times a year when the moon is either new or full. Didn't I tell you right? Full moon tomorrow is closest to the earth in its monthly orbit. The king tide swells the waters of the world. The king tide is the time of plenty and abundance. It's a time when everything seems to be at its fullest and most alive. This card delivers a message of receiving all that you've created, of opening yourself up to truly enjoy the bounty of where you are while it's here. Like in summer, when the days are at their longest and our energy seems to be at its fullest, we're encouraged to embrace all of life with open arms, to receive wholly and fully while we can. So even though the energy, like I said, is asking a lot of you to go within and figure out what it is that you are still working towards and wanting to bring into your life during this full moon energy and just moving forward, this energy is also letting you know that, and the message is also letting me know to let you know that the things that you also have been working on for quite some time, you may start to see a lot of those things manifest at this point, within the next day, within the next coming days, weeks, or even month or so. All right. Yeah, I'm hearing like 1 to 2 months. And these are things that you've been working on for quite some time. So this is not the new energy that you're manifesting that may be coming in. For some of you, it could be. But what I'm getting is a lot of you are going to be taking time manifesting in the new, and the things that you were previously manifesting or working on are going to come in now. And it's asking you to enjoy that energy while it's here. All right. All right, if the live is still glitching, just what I would say is go out and come back in. That might help. I'm not sure. But just let me know if I'm still glitching in the chat. If I'm glitching, just say yes. If I'm not glitching, just say no. I would appreciate it. All right, we're going to go ahead and get into the tarot. I'm going to go ahead and pull some clarifying cards just to see specific, get a little bit more specific for each of these energies. So we're going to tap into the wellspring. Okay, no, good. I'm not glitching. All right. So we're tapping into the wellspring. So what is this body care? What are you thirsty for? What are some things that you're needing to take a break from? All right. What's this energy for the collective with the wellspring? Thank you, Holy Spirit. What's this wellspring energy for the collective? Oh yeah. Why am I not surprised? Because that's the card. So the wellspring clarified by the Four of Swords. The Four of Swords is the rest card in the tarot deck, okay? And then we have the Three of Pentacles in the reverse. So a lot of you could be like I said, what it is. And I feel like really what these tarot cards are just going to do is just further clarify and further identify for those of you who are watching this, whether live or on the playback, what specifically this energy may be pertaining to. But as I stated in the Wellspring, this energy is asking you to take a break from your productivity, from your work. And I want to be clear. It doesn't mean like stop working. Ooh, excuse me, confirmation burp. It doesn't mean stop working. It simply means take a step back. You may need to rework some things. You may even need to be moving out of certain work situations or productivity that is draining you. Like I said, right now there's this energy of like potentially being drained because of whatever is going on. Some of you could really be overworking yourselves at this time for the sake of trying to, like I said, bring something into fruition. Bring something maybe from out of the 5D into the 3D. Some of you are overworking. Hey, thanks for joining the live. Make sure y'all hit that like button. I truly appreciate it. Some of you are working hard to bring things, just to bring things into reality for yourself. For some of you, this could be a business. This could be a relationship. This could be some type of partnership or something like that. There's just something here where it's like you're working to make it, you're putting in overtime. All right. If I'm back, can y'all hear me? I don't know if y'all can hear me, just say hey. Okay, it's glitching. If it, let me know when it stops glitching, because people keep calling me. I forgot to put my phone on do not disturb. So, and today is a work day for me, so I'm getting a bunch of calls at this time. Can y'all hear me? Can y'all hear me? Can y'all hear me? Just say yes if you can hear me. No if you can't. Okay, great. All right, I'm gonna keep moving on. So yes, like I said, this energy is asking you to figure out what is it exactly that you are putting in overtime for. You are literally draining yourself. You are literally tiring yourself out, overworking, over worrying, even I heard for some of you, to bring this thing, to make this thing work, to make this thing happen. And I'm hearing this just like right now. It's not to say that this thing won't happen or you don't need to be trying to make it happen. It's just saying like, hey, take a step back, right? Relax. Give yourself time to figure out what exactly is it that you're needing to rework here or do differently here so that it is not draining, okay? If the messages are resonating, y'all drop me something in the chat to let me know it's resonating. All right. Six of Swords is coming out. So just came out. For some of you, you're needing to move on from something. Let's see what that Six of Swords is talking about. Oh, thank you, Jordan. Okay, your spirit is pretty. Thank you. All right. The Magician. Okay, I'm gonna say it. This could be a person that you're needing to move away from. Virgo, Gemini energy. This could also just be something that you might need to be moving towards. So, and this is kind of like the energy that we've been talking about. So the Six of Swords talks about moving away from something, but if you're looking at if you see how the cards are lined up, this person is moving away from something, but also moving towards, right? They're facing this person, or this energy. So some of you may be needing to move away from a Virgo, Gemini energy, or just move away from a specific manifestation. Maybe if I'm even hearing like a specific dark energy, or what you are needing to be moving away from is this energy that is causing you to drain yourself and move into your manifesting energy. Okay, some of you might be needing to move away from whatever you're trying to make happen over here. Maybe leave it behind so that you can move into manifesting something else or something more lucrative, or just putting your energy elsewhere, is also kind of what I'm getting for that. Let me get one more just to clarify. One more with the Magician. I want to tie it all together. Thank you, Holy Spirit. Oh yeah, the Ten of Swords. Yeah, something. Yeah. If this is a person and this could be a person, place, or a thing, take it how it resonates for each of you, because everybody's story is different. All right, take what is yours, leave the rest for someone else. But yeah, you're walking away from something because it needs to be over. It is over. And if you're not aware that it's over, this is letting you know that like this is the end of the road with this one. With the Ten of Swords coming out here. Something is just, it's not like, I'm here, it's just, it's draining you. It's not working for you at this time or in the way that you wanted to. You're putting so much work into something, and like I said, some of you are putting so much work into something and draining yourself, and it's like you're not even seeing the benefits of it. It's like you're putting in all this work and you're not even seeing what like what am I trying to say? You're not seeing anything from it. You're not seeing any benefits from it. You're not seeing any reward from it, like none of that. That's just kind of what I'm getting from that. And so it just may be a time for you to rest, relax, and reset. All right. Let's move on. Let's move on to deep sea diving. Ways of the mystic, learn through experiencing. So what experiences is the collective needing to look at this time? What experiences might shed some light into and some insight, bring insight to the collective about where they're going? Yeah, where they're going. What's this deep sea diving? We got the Queen of Swords in the reverse. What's with that Queen of Swords? Hey y'all, thanks for joining the live. I appreciate y'all. Make sure y'all hit that like button. I truly appreciate it. Also, check out the information in the description box and on my community tab. I do personal readings. If you're interested in a personal reading, if you would like one from me, the information on how to book one is in the description box. So we got the Queen of Swords in the reverse, the Five of Swords in the upright, and then we got the Eight of Pentacles in the reverse. So once again, this is the overarching like theme of this is someone is working at something really hard and putting a lot of energy, time, and effort into something, and it's not working for them. And so now it's to the point where it's like you're like worried about it, possibly thinking about it, concerned about it. You might be feeling some type of anxiousness about it, or just some type of like feeling about it. And I'm getting that it might be maybe not such a good feeling. It could be a negative feeling. With the Queen of Swords here in the reverse, that's something that tells me that there's like a lot of confusion about it. It could also be something pertaining to like I said, your heart space. So how you're feeling. Queen of Swords talks about like head over heart decisions, using your mind more than your using your logic more than you're using your feelings. But someone here is with the deep sea diving card is really needing to get into their feelings at this time. Like I said earlier, we hold a lot of how we feel in our body, and so someone could be ignoring how they're feeling right now for the sake of like trying to be logical, trying to make things make sense. And sometimes our feelings just don't make sense, right? Sometimes we just feel how we feel because that's how we feel, right? And there's no rhyme or reason all the time. Or sometimes, things happen and it makes us feel a way and we're unsure as to why did this thing trigger this feeling, something like that, right? So with the Queen of Swords here, follow in the reverse, clarify with the Five of Swords and then the Eight of Pentacles. Like I said, someone is really concerned about like them putting in all of this hard work, them really, going hard. I'm talking about night and day, trying to make it work, switching it up, doing things. Some of you could even, I'm hearing the word insanity. Some of you could have literally been feeling insane, like trying the same thing over and over and expecting a different result. And then it's just, you're just at the point where it's like, it's not working, or it's not working the way that I want it to. And so, the message, right? Spirit is asking you at this time to go within. And hey, Jordan, if you gotta cry, cry it out, baby. Okay. This is the space to do that. No judgment here. Okay. I cry often. Okay. With dealing with things sometimes, because life is hard. I'm not going to sit here on this channel and pretend that, like, you know, life is all peachy keen and it's always sunshine and butterflies, and no. And especially with a lot of the transits going on at this time, with this being a number 8 year, and just all of the different things going on in the planets and in the ethers, a lot of people are going through a lot of things. They're recognizing a lot of their patterns, negative and or positive. They're recognizing a lot of things that they're needing to like release and release fully, like to where they're not like they're never going through this again, or never repeating this again, or, you know, this year has been a lot about just like moving out of old cycles, closing old chapters, and never looking back. And that takes a lot of energy. That takes a lot of grit. That takes a lot of courage, bravery, like couth, all of that. Like, it takes a lot out of you. And sometimes when things take a lot out of you, they take a toll on you. So if you got to cry, baby, go ahead and cry. Okay. I encourage a good crying, because crying is also very healing and very releasing. All right. So yeah, there's some, like I said, with this deep sea diving energy, the energy of, it's like I said, it almost feels like someone is at their breaking point. Someone has like went over this thing in their head 1,000,001 times, 1,000,001 times, 1,000,001 times, and it's still just like, why is this not working? Why is this not happening for me? Like, why is this thing not coming, coming the way that I wanted to, or just whatever the case is. I'm here to remind you that things happen for you. Things don't happen to you. And I'm not saying that you've never experienced anything, or someone didn't do something, or something didn't happen that was done to you. But even those things that people say to you or do to you, it's all for a reason. There's a lesson to be learned. There's an experience to be had. Okay. Let me get one more to tie it all together with deep sea diving, and then we'll move on. Oh, it came out in the upright and then it flipped in the reverse. Yeah. 7 of Swords. 7 of Swords in the upright. Yeah. So when you all are going within, for those of you who this message is resonating with, when you go within, when you take that moment to see, like, what do I need to experience? What have I experienced? It's almost as if like you're just taking stock. So when you go within and you're looking at, like, what do I need to experience? What left do I have? What, like, this, that, and the third, right? A lot of you are realizing, like, it's time for me to start moving differently. I'm hearing move in silence, and I'm hearing cut shit out. A lot of you are going to go within. You're going to do this exploration of self, of inner value, of inner, and you're going to realize how I've been doing stuff in the past. I can't do it like that anymore. Or even just with this situation, right? How I've been handling this situation in the past, I can't handle things like that anymore. I can't move like that anymore. And so in a sense, you're cutting and running. And I'm not getting like cut and run in a negative way, like you're being sneaky about it to where you're just like, where you're trying to like hide from people. But I'm getting, you're piecing out, but you're doing it very quietly. Like in my everyday life, I like to use the term exit stage left. It's time for me to exit stage left. Like, I'm done here. The show is over, or at least my part. Okay. I said my lines, gotta go. Right. And that's what I'm kind of getting. And for those of you who are like just exiting stage left, just leaving, you're not saying anything about it. You're just like, have y'all ever seen that meme of the guy where he puts up the peace sign and then he slowly fades out of the camera? It's one of those. It's like a, right? That's what's happening here. Some of you are doing that, or recognizing that that is what needs to happen in order to move into this space where you are able to receive, because that's what the final card talks about, King Tide. So let's see. Let's get into that. What's this King Tide energy? I want to know, let's pull a card, Spirit. What does the collective need to know in order to be able to open themselves up to receive? No, I'm going to put that intention with the oracle card, the angel oracle cards. What energies or information does the collective need to know related to this receiving the fullness of life? The Chariot, fast movement. Something coming in, something happening quickly, something coming in quickly, moving forward. Like I said, all of this is forward movement, forward movement, forward movement. Right now, the energy is asking you to sit back, to chill, to relax, so that whenever this moment happens or this thing comes in for you, it's taken off. What's with the Chariot? I don't like that. Let's do that again. What's with the Chariot? I was like, if it's meant to come out. Okay. We got the... Okay. We got the King of Pentacles. So for some of you, this is like... Okay, so in the deck... what am I trying to say? In the deck, the King is the last card, right? And there's a cyclic energy with the tarot deck, meaning like just because you hit the King, that doesn't mean like there's nothing else left to learn kind of thing, or nothing else to experience. But if you're looking at how each particular element is interpreted or depicted in the deck, it goes Ace, and then the last card is the King. What is coming in for you all is this abundance, is this stability. But the King of Pentacles specifically talks about a maturity. It talks about a long-standing stability. So for some of you, what you could have been working on are things that you want to put in long-standing for yourself. You could have been working to build foundations here. And I believe it because we don't have any ace cards out here at this time. So a lot of what we're talking about right now, you all have been working at this. Like I said, you've been putting in the time, you've been putting in the energy. And so what is happening right now is like I said, it's like you're there, you're almost there, or you're getting there, and you're just trying to figure out, what more do I need to do? What else do I need to do? The Knight of Pentacles did kind of fall out in the upright. So a lot of you may be in that Knight of Pentacles stage right now, where, like I said, you're slow and you're steady. Yes, you're putting in the work. Yes, you're taking the time. You're doing the things, but you're also at the space where you're like, all right, like I said, I tried this, it didn't work. Let me try something else. It didn't work. Let me try this. It didn't work. Let me try this. Oh, this worked a little bit, but not all the way. Okay, let me take parts of that. It's all of that, right? So what this abundance is, and I love that there's two King energies here. What this abundance is like your stability. So for whoever is listening to this, whatever is coming to you, you want to work to open yourself up so that you are able to receive your full abundance, if that makes sense, where you are like, this is it. This may be even an opportunity that is coming in for you all. This is something just where it's like, look, you've worked, you've rested, you went in, you've learned the lessons, you've done the things. And so now the universe wants to bring in your fullness. Okay. King Ty says plenty, prosperity, receiving the fullness of life. Someone who is in the King of Pentacles energy has experienced and is experiencing the fullness of life. This is because it depicts a mature older man, right? With the gray hairs, the white hairs and everything, sitting in their study or whatever that is. Someone who has gone through life, who has experienced things. This energy is bringing in something to where you will be able to experience the fullness of whatever, if it's this specific situation or whatever this specific situation is, for however it resonates for you all as the viewers. You want whatever happens here, it's going to bring in something that allows you to experience the fullness of your life. Let me get, okay, thank you. Page of Wands in the reverse. Interesting. What's with that Page of Wands before I speak on it? Nope. Ooh, wow. Okay. That was a lot. a lot of cards. Huh. Okay, interesting. So we got the Six of Cups and then the Queen of Pentacles, both to come out in the upright with the Page of Wands in the reverse. This is not something new. This is, okay, because with the Page of Wands in the reverse, the Page of Wands in the upright would typically symbolize or resemble like you are ready to embark on this new passion, this new journey, this new idea, this new thing. But with it coming out in the reverse, this is not something new that you are embarking on. This might actually be something from your past with the Six of Cups. So like I said, this is, I feel like I'm just repeating myself, so we're gonna move on at this point. But this is, like I said, this is something that is happening or that is coming to where you have been working at this for a long time. Some of you could have been working on this since childhood. And when I say working on it since childhood, I mean, if I have any childhood stars in here, you know, people who were, you know, working as a kid, then that's one thing. But what that working at it since childhood tells me is this has something to do with like potentially generational curses or like generational traumas or generational things. Something that you are healing or releasing or experiencing at this time is something generational. You've gone through this, your parents have gone through this, your grandparents, aunties, uncles, siblings. This is something that is like in your lineage, so to speak. And so it's like you are the person now. You are the spirit in physical form who is experiencing this and who has done the work to really bring this to the light, really bring this out and into the world for not only you, but for generations to come after you. Because that's really what breaking generational curses and trauma is all about. And you're in this Queen of Pentacles. So we literally have the King of Pentacles and the Queen of Pentacles. That talks about unity. That talks about fullness. That talks about for those of you, if this is not a person, like another person, this is your masculine and feminine energy integrating and really coming together. And what, you know, like I said, you're in the Queen of Pentacles potentially now, that energy, and you're moving into the King. So this is like I said, full on abundance, whatever that abundance may look like for you, mental, emotional, physical, financial, whatever. It's like it's like once you go through this, once you experience this, you are going to be able to open yourself up. So let's tap in to see what exactly needs to happen or how you open yourself up to bring in this energy. First, we're going to start with the wellspring, once again, of taking care of your body, listening to your body. So let's pull some angel cards to see what information, what your angels have to say about that for the collective, please, Holy Spirit. Angels, thank you so much. It says unlikely. Okay, what's unlikely? I'm getting, for some of you, it's unlikely that this thing will work. Yeah. Because it literally what came out is ask your angels and choose a new direction. So like I said, the wellspring talks about needing to get your rest up, right? Needing to really recoup yourself. So whatever this thing, like some of you who are watching this may be asking like, well, you know, are you sure? Or, you know, you may have been watching it as I was going through it earlier and being like, but what if I just try this? Or what if I put in this type of work? Or I do this thing? It says it's unlikely to work. It's unlikely to bring about what it is that you're wanting it to. Like I said, for a lot of you, this is needing to be let go at this time. With the Six of Swords and the Ten of Swords coming out, it's time to choose a new direction. Like I said, right? Go within and figure out, okay, this wasn't working. What do I need to do differently? All right, what's this deep sea diving energy? When the collective goes within. Compromise. Working with you. So what I got with this is working with yourself. A lot of you are very rigid. Whoever, and I'm not saying that as like a general statement, but whoever is listening to this, you may be in a very rigid space. Eight of Pentacles energy. Like I said, that insanity space, trying the same thing over and over again, expecting a different result. It's not working for you, baby. You got to compromise with yourself, not even with other people. Compromise with yourself. Figure out, okay, once again, What do I need to keep working at? What do I need to let go? And as I keep working at this thing, what can I do differently? Where is there give and take? Where can I push a little, pull a little, give a little, take a little? Like, figure that out for yourself. But you're only going to figure that out if you go within. All right, and let's get some angel answers for how the collective can open themselves up, or just what energy, space, or information do they need to know or be in at this time to open themselves up, to bring in this abundance. It's up to you. All right, there you go. It's up to you on what it is that you do. And what I'm getting with this is whoever might be listening to this, you know what it is that is blocking you, or potentially know what it is that is blocking you from opening up your heart space. And I'm going to be honest, if you don't know, book a heart space reading with me. The information to do that is in my bio, in my description box, on the community tab. Book a heart space reading so that you are aware of, or just an energy read, so that you can be aware of what exactly is preventing me from being able to receive this thing. Okay, for some of you it could be nothing, that, you know, nothing that you're not aware of. For some of you, you may not know what it is, but it's up to you as far as what work you are going to put in, and what it is that you are needing to do to open yourself up. All right. All right, final messages. We're going to pull from the Angel Oracle Guide deck. This energy specifically is going to just let you know how you can start to move and work through and with these energies, and what you may need to do. So let's just get 3 cards overall. How the collective can move into this energy of rest. Okay, well, whatever you do, you want to do it with ease and grace. I'm hearing just don't be so hard on yourself. And I know that that's hard to do sometimes, especially with, there was a someone in the comments earlier saying that they were about to cry when I was talking about like experiencing heavy things. It happens, baby. Like I said, sometimes we get to that space and we beat ourselves up. Sometimes when things don't work the way that we want them to, especially when we're putting so much energy and effort into it, we get hard on ourselves and down on ourselves. I'm hearing just, you know, be a little easy on yourself, baby. Okay, we are all humans, spiritual beings having a human experience. All right, let me get 2 more, please, for the collective. Thank you. Ask and receive. And something earlier said, ask your angels. Here they are again saying, ask and receive. Ask for what it is that you want. Ask for what it is that you need. Ask for what needs to be revealed to you. Ask for what, you know, what more do I need to do? Or what more do I need to know? Or do I just need to surrender altogether, right? Whatever it is, ask your spirit guides, ask God, okay, herself, ask your angels, whoever, but ask. Well, I'm not gonna say whoever, because sometimes you don't need to be asking people what you need to do. Ask yourself, your higher self, what it is that you need to do. Okay. And like I said, if you have questions or concerns, or you feel like you need a little bit more guidance after this, remember, this is a general read. This is not a specific read or a personal read. Book a personal reading with me if you feel like that's what you, if you need more info. All right, what's the final card for the collective? And then we're going to close it out. Final card for the collective. I heard someone say, no, don't go. I got to go. Ooh, joy and contentment. And joy and contentment came out in the reverse. Usually when my oracle cards come out in the reverse, that lets me know that's something that you need to focus on. So like I said, at this time, someone is could potentially be having a really emotional or just a really hard time with whatever this situation and experience is. Move and get into joy and contentment. Find the things that bring you peace. Find the things that bring you joy. It's the little things. That's all I can say. It's the little things. And I can speak for that for myself, because even just today, your girl did not feel like it. I have had to work all day. I was fortunate enough to not have a bunch of work to do in the morning, but I did not want to get out of the bed. But I was like, you know what, baby, we cannot spend our day in the bed. We just cannot. So I got up and I did some of the things that just brought me peace. I made a salad. I sat outside in the sun. I did some sunbathing. I got some good tea. I went for a walk. Like, I came here and did a reading for you all. It's just about finding even the little things. Everything about joy and happiness and peace and self-care doesn't have to be this grand, extravagant gesture. Small stuff, baby steps. We are here for a good time, not a long time. Baby steps, and enjoy yourself. All right, so hopefully the messages resonated. If at the very least you like the way that I read, make sure y'all hit that like button, subscribe to the channel. If you're new here, I would appreciate it. Make sure y'all hit that notification button and turn on the bell so that you make sure you get notified whenever I post a read or go live. And with that being said, I love y'all. Bye. Be well.